Podcast. Midnight Paco. Midnight Paco Podcast. Midnight Paco Podcast.
Yeah, trucker, blast the trucker. Hey, light. Sandra is also Puerto Rican. Ladies and gentlemen, Cool P.
What's going on, man?
You got it, man. Slow motion, bro.
You know it, baby. What's up, people?
Hey.
Welcome to the Midnight Paco Podcast.
Yes.
As always, you can find me at Justin Fuller Comedy on Instagram.
I am _great _COREE. That's where you can find me, or you can find us both at the Midnight Paco Podcast on Instagram.
That's right. Please hit the like, subscribe, notification, please, so you know when the next one's out. Because we're dropping them once a week. On Sundays, people.
Party people.
You know, I know it's tough with Sunday night football.
This episode of the Midnight Paco Podcast brought to you in part by the Acumen Paralegal Services. Help you help yourself the legal way. The services that they offer is they help with documents that need to be typed, guardianships, probate, divorce, wills and trust, complaints, business organization, financial planning, and legal research and writing. Go ahead and give them a call at 216-727-0049 or 216-456-2000. Michelle White will get you right.
That's right.
Especially when the Bras are playing. I'm trying to say it so you can understand, because you're from, that area.
Well, I'm just saying,
Bras.
hey, congratulations.
Oh, yeah. We spanked that ass.
The score doesn't tell the complete story, because that fumble at the end made the score inflated. They were just trying some bullshit, and they scored a touchdown. But either way, Chubb whooped our ass. Chubb had a great game. He ran all over our goddamn defense.
You cannot win football by yourself.
Jacoby Brissett had a great game that game, man. He was on fire. He was throwing darts.
I'll give
him credit. Kudos to Jacoby Brissett. He's trying out for his next team. Jacoby. He's trying out for his next team.
Well, whatever or however you want to say
He's doing a good job.
Just imagine if Watson was throwing.
He probably would have got sacked more. Facts.
Go Browns.
Anyway, congratulations.
Thank you.
When you come to our house, it's gonna be a different story.
I doubt it. It's going to be the same outcome.
No, it won't.
We will be victorious. We crush you like a jelly bean.
No, I'm confident.
Cleveland's bad.
Not the Browns.
Cleveland Browns is bad.
There's some bad stuff coming from Cleveland.
Oreos.
I'll give credit where
Cleveland Brown dog biscuits. We're bad.
No. People be talking shit about the elf on the football field.
You know what?
I like the brownie elf.
The brownie elf, let me tell you something about him. Compared to the Sparks of the Steelers.
Man, the
Squealers.
Steel City.
The Squealers is Squealers.
Steel City.
And you know what that's you know what that spells, right?
3 Rivers.
3 Rivers.
Roberto Clemente Bridge.
The bridge.
Beautiful.
Beta!
Steel City! Strong Alpha!
Not at all.
Man.
It's all about
the
brown and orange. Woo! Big dogs.
Don't even sound
you
right.
understand the Bulldogs, the elf.
Bees.
The Killer Bees.
Killer Bees. Yellow and black. Black and yellow.
Black and yellow. Make honey.
Ooh, psychedelic.
Real sweet.
Trippin' balls.
Sweet. Black and yellow make honey.
Yeah.
So sweet.
Yeah, orange and brown.
So
shit.
Sweet.
Hard. Nasty. Taste terrible.
No.
Is that what it is? Hard.
It's candy corn.
It gotta be hard.
Everybody loves candy corn, man. Look. Brown's candy corn. Brown, and we already talked about this. I do like
candy corns. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, candy corn and Reese cups. Come on, man.
Yeah, but those aren't the Browns.
No,
sorry, man. They can't compare. Not really.
Browns is tough.
No.
Did you see how Pittsburgh got sacked? Like every play from behind?
No, you didn't even watch the game.
I watched it.
No, you did not. See, those are not facts. And I even invited you over to watch the game. You probably watched highlights.
I didn't want the rivalry to be in your face. I didn't want everybody in your house to be mad.
You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna go on red real quick.
Okay.
And this has nothing to do about the Browns.
All right, hold on, man. Hold on.
Go on red in this bitch.
Nope,
yeah.
that's mute. Hold on, how we do it?
I want to make sure I'm not muted.
hold on.
Yeah.
Yo. Am I on?
Yeah, we're still good.
All right, hold on. Let me do this. Boop, pop, bim, bow. We're red. Hold on.
Yeah, there we go.
Let's go red.
Red.
Give me a sec. Okay, boom.
Man, we had the game on TV.
Wait a minute. We going red about the game?
Yeah. Just because of the streaming service. I don't know if it's where I live, the area, or if it's fucking the streaming service itself. But I'm assuming it's the area because our internet sucks here. Those are facts. But anyway, halfway through the game, it shut off. That was probably God just letting me know you don't want to watch the rest of this bullshit because it ain't doing nothing and it's a terrible fucking game and why you wasting your time. However, I pulled it up on my phone and finished to the end, the very end, when they fucking fumbled into the end zone when the Browns scored a touchdown, and that was it. Anyway, fuck the service where I live. That's all I'm saying, man. It's like all these other people, we got all the different internet, and it's like, my wife's like, is there anything you could do? I mean, other than buying boosters, I don't even think you could do that. It's the area. Everything we have, you pay for 5G in this bullshit and nothing.
Don't tell me you have Uverse.
No. We don't have Uverse. We did when it first came out.
Well, what service let you down?
I don't know if it's Time Warner. I don't even know what area it is. It's the area. It's specific. Like certain companies have a certain area. It's like fucking gangs, drug deals, and shit. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case, drug dealers. That's my location. But when Uverse, they, I signed. I think I signed up with them early on. I was actually gonna get a job. I think working with them. I pulled up though, and I was like. Called my wife and said, I can't do this.
Are you done being red?
Yeah, let's get
Okay.
off. Because fuck that service.
Okay.
Back to cool shit. I apologize.
No, it's cool.
But every time, man, it's ever since we signed up to watch the games, you know what I'm saying? It's somewhat the NFL ticket. You watch the game and it fucking cuts out in the middle of the game. It's like, what are we doing? Oh, you guys didn't realize since DirecTV and other options opened up, you didn't think you were going to get flooded with all this fucking business.
Yeah.
And they probably weren't prepared for it. I don't know if it's that or if it's a bullshit service. I think it's a bullshit service because
it may be, but however,
either way, fuck that game.
it could have been. It could have been the fact that it was broadcasting the Pittsburgh Squealers. I mean, that game sucked so bad. I mean, it was a good game, but the Squealers.
He knows it sucks so bad.
On.
That's right.
No, the Squealers sucked so bad.
Man, well, they did.
That it wasn't even worth broadcasting, and that's why he didn't get any good service because they was like.
Congratulations to you, motherfucking Browns fans.
It was just
Enjoy
the Squealers.
That's your Super Bowl.
Who cares if you can see it or not?
That's your fucking Super
that it's going to be
Bowl for the
victorious.
year.
And yes,
congratulations. Enjoy it. Because when you guys get somewhere, you ain't going nowhere, motherfucking. Sorry.
We will see. We shall see. Other than the Squealers, what's going on, man?
Hold on, let me take a sip.
I'll take a sip of water.
Salud, people. Hey, yeah, let's salud, people. Oh, shit. God dang it all. Salud. Where's, my shit? The coaster fell. Oh, well.
You know what? It was a Midnight Paco.
Hold on. I'll be back, people. Shh. Hold on.
Well, anyway, it looks like I'm hosting the show by myself. Man, you know what?
I'm back.
You know what's the best thing about having a drink?
God damn it. What's that?
In addition to having a drink, is to have a good, every person that cares about their appearance, their arms, their clothes, that likes to smell good fragrances, that to wear good fragrances.
Fucking seat sucks.
There's nothing like having, to accompany your outfit, your swag, your smell good, a good ink pen for your signature, is to have a great Midnight Paco Podcast coaster. I mean, that's the great fly accessory. You know, you only are as fly as your accessories.
I mean, look at it, people. You're sitting around having a drink, watching the game. You could be watching the Browns game. Ain't no shame in that. You know what I'm saying? Sit there watching the game.
Or watching us destroy Pittsburgh. It doesn't matter.
Well, you gonna watch a replay? Because you ain't gonna do it again.
We'll do it again and again.
I mean, you guys are gonna. You might as well. You probably DVR'd that shit so you can replay it all over again. I'm gonna live off this win all the time. Either way, you put this on your table so you don't leave no ring. Whatever beverage you desire, and enjoy it. Or while you're listening to us talk some shit.
Right.
Salud.
It's good for hot or cold.
Definitely hot or cold. I
Get
put
your
my
midnight-
coffee on that. I put my coffee on it when I wake up in the morning.
I got my water on it right now.
In my Midnight Paco coffee cup.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's great.
Told you, man.
You know what? I've always imagined, like, sipping some Joe, listening to the sports the next day, saying that how we were victorious against the Pittsburgh Steelers, drinking out of my Midnight Paco podcast cup.
I don't even listen to the radio next day. Because it's like they won the Super Bowl. I don't even pay attention.
A hater wouldn't.
No. Hey, call what it is. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's all good. That's what I'm supposed to say. I'm a Steeler fan.
You do any comedy?
No, but we watched it.
We did watch some comedy.
We they were doing the contest, you know what I'm saying? So we went and watched. It was the finals. It was dope. You know
We
what I mean?
supported.
Yeah.
Shout out to the winner of the finals contest.
Yeah,
His
Steve
name
Price.
is Steve Price.
Shout out to him, man.
Shout out to
He did a
Steve
good
Price.
job.
Great job, Steve.
You know, shit, we've seen him, past couple months at least?
Definitely an improvement.
Yeah.
I actually thought that he was a pro.
I mean.
I thought he was the guy that opened up with Bob McClure.
Was it him?
He said it wasn't.
He said it wasn't. I don't know, but he did a good job. His 5 minutes goes pretty good.
Shout out to him.
He has pretty good confidence and everything. Yeah, good set, man. He looks like my cousin Brian.
Oh yeah.
I sent a picture of him. The first time I seen him on stage, I took a picture of him. I was like, I didn't know you did comedy.
What did he say?
He was like, that don't look like me.
They
I'm
never
like,
see
man,
it.
he's just taller than you, dog. You're just shorter.
People
that's
that
all.
look like other people, they never see it.
They don't see it.
Never.
I mean, Steve is taller than him.
Yeah.
Obviously. But his size,
Mm-hmm.
on point.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty good at that game.
Okay. Yes, you are.
You're good at it.
I am.
You're good at it. You pull some good pictures on Google Image.
Absolutely. 'Cause that's what I do.
Yeah. No, but it was a good time, man. Like I said, it's funny because afterwards I was talking to shout out to Daniel Myers.
Daniel Myers.
And he was like,
Look him up.
yeah, he was like, I can't believe you guys just sit there or whatever and not go up. And I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, man. Halfway through the show, I was like, I want to go up. You know what I mean? Because the crowd was enjoying it. You know what I mean? It was a good crowd. They were into it and everything, and it was just like, yeah, I want to go up. You know what I mean? And that's how I know I enjoy this thing.
Yeah.
And how much I really enjoy doing it and look forward to going on stage. And,
Absolutely.
And working on it, whatever it may be, whether it's the same 5 minutes or it's changing it up or it's adding something different. I was thinking of just adding, a WTF, simple thing, just to see where it's at in a certain spot, just to see how it goes over. Any little thing you can add to get a little chuckle or a giggle or something out of somebody as you move it forward. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
And that's the entire point of the open mic. You
That's
try
what I'm
out
saying.
your new material
Yeah.
and see what works. If you want to add something to it, you add something to it and see what works.
But what I like about these open mics in particular is that they're almost just good shows because they're good crowds.
Yeah.
There are people there to watch comedy at these at a comedy club.
That is a plus.
It's a huge plus. You can gauge it so much better. So much better. And I'm not saying there's not places around that are set up and have been established and have crowds, but like I said, we've
Shout out to everybody that supports live comedy.
for sure. For sure.
I really appreciate it. We really appreciate that. Come on out. If anybody is hosting an open mic in their city, go out and support, to be a witness of. You could be witnessing something great.
Oh,
you could be witnessing somebody that's about to blow up, and before they blow up, and in addition to that, just go out and have a good time.
Have a good time. That's what it is.
Bring a date. Enjoy some live comedy. I mean, the thing is with the open mics, if you look up and see who's hosting open mics, the thing is that what I always said is, like, if you go see your favorite comedian, and you go to the Improv or Hilarities or whatever the happening comedy spot is in your area, you're going to see that comic, and you're going to see a light comedy that's similar.
Right.
With these open mic shows, you're seeing all types of comedy from the entire spectrum, from this side to that side. You're going to see all different types. And
not only that, people have been doing it different years, different lengths of time.
Well, yeah, different levels. You're going to see different styles, different levels.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a great show and like, you won't be bored. Just thank you, and please continue to support live comedy.
Definitely. And like I said, a big. I mean, I understand, like, here in Cleveland, where the Improv and Hilarities, they get most of
the major acts.
Major acts. Not only that, most of where people want to go to in the city. Not a lot of people want to drive down to the Funny Stop.
Well,
on a Wednesday.
Basically, if you're not in the comedy world,
right,
that's all you really know, for real, is the Hilarities and the Funny Stop.
Yeah, not the Funny Stop.
I meant to say the Improv and, Hilarities. If you're in the Cleveland area, that's all you know. Oh, you want to see comedy, go to the Improv. Or you want to see comedy, go to Hilarities. And unfortunately, that's all you would know if you're not into the game itself.
Yeah, and they don't promote that much, because they do bring in people. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, like, they don't have open mics, so that's not another show. Like you said, when they bring in a headliner, because the Funny Stop brings in headliners. Sometimes Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sometimes, most of the time, it's Friday, Saturday.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? But on Wednesdays, they have open mics. That's a completely different show, like you said. Like you said, with 15 to 20 comics sometimes.
15 to 20 comics. You pay $6 and you get to see a entertaining show.
It's like an hour and a half, 2 hours. It's a great show, because I'm sitting back and I'm like, man, we got talent. There's some growing talent. People that are funny. They're trying out some things. You can see where they're going with stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? It was an entertaining show, and I'm like, it's something. If you just walked into, true, there's some people. There wasn't those ones. Because it was the finals. We have some where people are up there just, I don't know what they're doing.
They just want to get up,
just talking.
Yeah.
Don't even look at lights and things of that nature. You'll have those people. You know what I'm saying? But they're up there doing it, and sometimes they're nervous and they don't look at the light.
Right.
And they don't notice it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like you said, not everybody goes in prepared. I had to look online to try and look at etiquette, how to take the mic out of the stand. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't mess it up.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And I still fumble getting it back in every once in a while. You know what I mean? Because I'm trying to rush, I guess. Because sometimes the host is like right there ready to jump on the stage. It's like, let me put the mic in and then come up, I guess. But
or you could just hand them the mic.
Yeah, but that's awkward. I know when I was hosting and I tried to hand off the mic, that's when motherfucker tried to get either way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But
personality.
Yeah, like I said, thank you for coming to support live comedy. I really appreciate that.
Live comedy is awesome.
Yeah, live comedy is awesome. We're up there. We're some of us is giving it all we have. Some of us are working on different things. We're at the same time we're giving it all we got.
I mean, and sometimes we're just trying to perfect what we already know.
Yeah.
And trying to, add a little bit, just like you said, looking at somebody, looking at people more, inflections on different words.
Yeah.
The way you say things here and there, your body gestures, dude, everything matters in this whole thing.
Everything matters
It's a performance.
It's a performance. And it's important that you are well lit so people can see your
You
performance.
definitely gotta be well lit.
You know, you want to be well lit. And another thing is, it's like, you know, like you said, it is a performance, and you want to work on different things, and don't too much worry about the material, repeating the material.
Yeah. Yeah.
Work on what you have. Work on your stage presence. A comedian asked me, you know, they compared themselves to another comic up there. That it was a contest that was going on.
Okay.
And certain people were called and certain people was not called.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Go
And
ahead.
they asked me, like, well, do you think I was funnier than that individual? And I said, well, yeah, technically you were. Well, going by the laughs received, you received more laughs. However, their stage presence was better.
Right. Energy.
Energy was different,
Energy.
and they were
Yeah.
louder.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and I'm not, and it's a very fine line between saying that loudness equals to confidence.
It's got to be projection, not loud.
Well, yeah,
You got to speak into the mic. You can't be up there yelling.
Well,
There's a difference.
you want to speak into the mic, and you also want to be confident in what you're saying.
For sure.
And that's something that I'm
yeah.
working on as well.
Yeah. Well, that's remembering it and knowing what you want to say and having it ready to rock. Because like I said, when you listen back, I always hear about them trimming it up, cutting off the fat, getting to the joke as quick as possible, or getting to what you want to
Well,
say.
see, that comes from like working like 5-minute sets.
What do you mean?
Because it was like, well,
Oh yeah, drawing it out.
For me personally,
drawing it out.
I did my 5-minute sets, and then when I had more than 5 minutes, I was rushing my sets,
Yeah, yeah.
and I was told I need to slow down,
Right.
and I didn't give any rebuttal back because I'm sure that's very accurate.
No, I do the same thing.
Like if you're used to doing your 5-minute set and you know your set is 5 minutes, regardless if you got 15 or 10 minutes, you're going to rush through that set
Right.
because when you don't have to.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. You may have more.
Well, you know you have more, but you're rushing through it because you're used to that 5-minute increment of time.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So, I remember I seen somebody. I forget who they were talking. Who mentioned that. Unfortunately, I like to give credit, but they said, right. I don't want to say Joe Byers, but it may be.
It sounds like him.
Yeah, he's interviewed so many people, but either way, it's like write your stuff for 4.5 minutes, not 5, because 5 is you get the light at 4.
Right.
And shit. When we went to Buffalo, it was 3 minutes.
Yeah.
It was a 3-minute set.
Mm-hmm.
You got your light. You got your light at 3, didn't it? And
2 minutes.
was it 2 minutes? You got the light.
You got a flash at 2 minutes, and then you got another like a.
Oh
Solid
yeah, so
light.
4 was like 5 minutes, like over 5 basically. If you went to 4,
Right.
it was like, what the fuck are you doing? I think I
You're
was
running.
Yeah.
You ran the light.
No, I seen the light.
Okay.
I did the 2 things and I was off.
Right.
So I think I was timed perfectly.
I probably did less than that.
Yeah. Either way, like I say, you did good. Other than you missing that one.
Yeah, I didn't want to go
Damn.
over my time.
Huh? No.
I didn't want to go over my
Yeah,
time.
exactly. Yeah, because we were so 3 minutes was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
That's short.
I'm not used to cutting my work down to 3 minutes.
Yeah, but see, but like I said, with Kill Tony, it's a minute, and it's funny because you go over your material. Well, I some people do. I go over how I time everything. Whenever I come up with it and it's finalized, I try and time it so I know where I'm at. So, because I know I'm going to get the light, and I just want to be able to point and not worry about it, and just keep going, and I know I'm going to be off at least by 5 minutes, you know what I'm saying? But I used to time it for 5.
Okay.
He said do it for 4.5 because, you may get you may get laughs that are drawn out longer than you expected.
Right.
Something may happen where you want to interact with somebody and it may throw you off. You got to get back into your material. You know what I mean? So there's that little safe gap of 30 seconds.
Right.
But when I see somebody submitting shit, they say they want like 5 minutes.
Right.
5 to
complete-
10.
5
you know.
complete minutes.
Yeah, and it's like, well, what about 447? Motherfucker, if it's fire.
Yeah.
Should it matter?
But, you know.
That's without the introduction, is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Could you cut that out? That's what I mean. You cut the introduction out and it shrinks it down a little bit.
Maybe.
Well, they want you to submit without the everyone coming to the stage. Justin Fuller. They just want you from the first joke, bam, and then how long off stage.
Right.
You know.
I got you. Speaking of jokes, well, this is no joking matter, but one of the hottest topics of the time right now is the Dahmer series. Are you watching any of that?
No, but I heard about it. I want to check it out because it's so weird because that type of shit, everyone's always interested in that type of mind.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, like, I knew about it when it happened, but I was like a teenager.
Oh, yeah. We always heard about Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah.
Eating people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I never knew he was fucking from, what, Akron?
Bath to be exact.
Yeah, that's right. Bath,
Yeah.
Ohio.
Yeah.
Ohio, people.
His house is for sale?
Right. For expensive as shit. More than that.
I don't know, but I'm not interested.
360-some thousand, I think they said.
I'm not interested.
Not at all, man. There's all types of fucking
I can see somebody making it a Airbnb and, those people will rent it out to spend the night there.
Yeah. And try and do ghosts and seances and shit.
Yeah, no.
Dude, I fuck with a Ouija. Have you ever fucked with a Ouija board?
No, sir.
I did once.
Yeah. You look like you do. You look like a Ouija board.
Well, it was my baby mama. She was the first one to introduce me to the Ouija board, and we did that once. And I wanted to, like, one time I did it by myself because I wanted to see if she was bullshitting, moving the thing around. The motherfucker started moving, dog. I swear to God, I asked her, I was like, who's there? And it started spelling out D-E-V. I was like, boom, I threw it. I didn't even know if it was going to spell Devin.
Devon.
I ain't know nobody. So I just threw that motherfucker and I ain't fuck with one cent.
It was spelling devil.
That's what I thought. And I fucking threw that bitch and I ain't fuck with 1 cent. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Hey, because it moved on its own, man. I wasn't fucking touching it. I mean, I was touching it lightly, but it was moving around on that motherfucker. Have you ever seen how it's supposed to?
Oh, yeah.
That shit was legit as fuck, man. That shit moved on its own, man. It freaked me the fuck out. And I ain't fucking with 1 cent. And then I ended up, I had this ex, and she used to have this, a statue.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like Aunt Jemima. No lie.
Okay.
It looked like Aunt Jemima, and it was supposed to be her spirit guide, and shit like that. And she was into that type of shit, and I was thinking, man, that's like some voodoo shit.
Aunt Jemima was her spirit guide?
No, the statue.
The statue of Aunt Jemima was her spirit guide?
It looked like, yeah. And she carried...
Was it with butter or without?
No. None of that.
Oh.
It wasn't a fucking syrup bottle.
I was going to ask, was it rich and thick and buttery?
Side note, they got Fruity Pebbles syrup bottle.
So Aunt Jemima was her spirit guide. I want to know, was it with butter or without?
Lightweight,
Okay.
but she read tarot cards and shit like that.
Okay.
I ain't never had her do that shit, but man, fuck with me, boy. I was like, I don't trust that shit, man. All that fuck. And my wife now, she likes all that voodoo bullshit, like that witch shit. It's all these brujas, man. They like that, Hispanics. They like that witch. Females in general. They like witchery, vampires, werewolves, people that kill, and serial killers. Jeffrey Dahmer type shit.
Yeah.
So how was the documentary? Getting back to that shit. That was a weird way of
it's
getting around.
actually a movie, and they sort of...
There's a movie?
It's a movie, but they made it into a series.
Okay.
And I think it followed
movie.
it... Yeah, I think it followed it pretty accurately.
Okay. Oh, of like series of events and how everything went down in his
Absolutely.
life?
Yeah.
When did it start?
I'm not sure,
Okay.
but the movie and the music put it into a big perspective for me. It was like I've always heard of Jeffrey Dahmer, but the music they were playing, it took me to the places. Like when they played certain songs, I was like, I remember that song.
Your age.
Yeah, my age and what
Age.
I was doing that time and things like that. But the thing that threw me off was he was like meeting a lot of guys at like the gay bar and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I couldn't relate because I heard those same songs, but I was somewhere else,
Right.
not at a gay bar.
No. Yeah. No, but dude, that's a great indicator of time and where you were.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But go ahead.
Music,
sorry.
no, it was fine. It was just like, and it also exposed a lot to how, by him, his white privilege allowed him to kill as long and do as much as he did.
Okay.
When I say that, it was like,
Makes sense.
the cops were called.
Because of the smell.
Or just because, or a guy, that one of his victims, before he killed him, he tried to escape.
Okay.
They found him. He was underage. The cops were called. The cops came, and they were like, Jeffrey Dahmer was like, he's my boyfriend, and he just had too much to drink.
Mm.
Come to my house. I can show you photographs of us. And
Oh, wow.
another time, a black guy called and said that Jeffrey Dahmer tried to kill him. They went to Jeffrey Dahmer's house and interviewed him and his grandmother, and they took his word. Versus the black dude, like, look, I'm telling you, he tried to kill me.
Right.
And they're like, no, I spoke with him and his grandmother, and blah blah blah.
Misunderstanding or some bullshit.
Some bullshit. Yeah.
White
So
privilege.
White privilege bullshit.
Yeah.
And how cops, the cops that were supposed to, that should have or could have prevented it, didn't, and instead they eventually got rewarded for their
Finding them? Apprehension or whatever?
No, I guess, I don't know. They got rewarded, and the daughter, there was a scene where Jeffrey Dahmer, like, going by the the movie, he lived in the hood because he said the rent was cheap. But he probably lived in the hood because he felt like he can get away with what he got away with.
He lived in Bath.
Well, he grew up in Bath, in the house in Bath, and then he got older and he moved away.
Okay.
And then he moved back into like the hood, like a building in the hood.
Okay.
And that's where he started doing his.
But what area? Was he here when he was doing that shit? Where was he?
I don't know.
Like, where'd he move away to?
I want to say Minnesota.
Okay. So he was over there starting that bullshit.
He moved away to Minnesota. He had his own place, but it was a character that was his neighbor that was played by Niecy Nash. Her last name was Cleveland. I'm not sure exactly what city that was in.
Okay.
But
in Minnesota area, maybe.
It could have been Minnesota or it could have been another area.
Okay.
But she was complaining about the sounds and things that she heard, and the cops would come by and blow it off. And the cops that came out one particular time, they got suspended because he got found guilty of this shit. And then they came back to the force, and then they received medals and stuff. And then one particular scene, Miss Cleveland's daughter, because it was a known fact that Jeffrey Dahmer killed and dismembered people at that building. Of course, that attracts fans and things like that.
Oh, yeah.
So it was some kids that was taking pictures in front of the house. They were like, what are you doing? You're being disrespectful. And the daughter took the camera and broke it, and she went to jail. Versus Jeffrey Dahmer not going to jail for kidnapping this underage gentleman.
Yeah. So he was out and free while they were coming, even though they knew.
Yeah.
So they were still coming. So even though it was known that he was doing this, people were coming by as like a fucking Christmas story house. And she went out there and broke the thing and she went to jail.
Exactly.
Hey, it makes sense. Unfortunately, around this fucking.
Well, you can't even say that was that time in the 90s because stuff like that still goes on.
Exactly, that's what
today.
I'm saying. It makes sense because that shit still the fuck goes
like
on.
I would call the cops on you, and if you attack me, I would call the cops on you. The cops would come, and then probably handcuff me first.
They would assume you were the instigator first for sure.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'd be like, although I'll tell you what, one time they came here, and it could be, just my approach and the way I look, because I've had people show up at my house and everything, and, the police, and it was when, regardless of the situation, something happened, and, I invited them out, they came in, I'm like, how you doing, officer? And, I think from the call they got, they may have assumed I was the individual, so they came and they looked at me a certain way. You know what I'm saying? They approached me a certain way, and I was the one like inviting them in. Like, it's my motherfucking house, dude. How you doing, officer? I'm like, okay, motherfucker, you want to treat me? I'm the one that fucking called you.
Well,
but I know the type of call they got.
Yeah.
So I assume how they approached the situation.
Mm-hmm.
So I put it in perspective. But in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, dude, fuck out of here, man. That's the problem with being in the military and being what situations I've been in. I know what these people are, I know what the police officers are thinking for the most part, in any given situation. And it's like, come on, man. The fuck? Don't pull this bullshit. You know what I mean? But either way, go ahead,
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, Jeffrey Dahmer was a very sick and twisted individual. I listened to a cross-examination. Well, it was a cross-examination from one of the survivors, and they were actually saying that. Well, the gentleman was actually saying that he was kidnapped by Dahmer. Well, first he came to Dahmer.
Yeah, I say, how'd he get him?
Well, he came to his house.
How old was he?
I don't know.
Damn.
He was an adult. They were all adults.
Like 20s, 30s?
Probably 20s. And, Jeffrey Dahmer said, I just wanted to take pictures of you.
So weird. Go ahead.
It's still weird. But you know what? If,
he was a big-ass white dude, too, man.
But if you like, hey, I just want to take
Was he gay?
Jeffrey Dahmer was.
No, the black dude.
He said he wasn't.
But obviously he got him there.
I don't know if he was, but, by being a heterosexual male, some dude want to take pictures of me or nudes and stuff.
Was it nudes?
It was nudes.
It was before OnlyFans.
Well, it was in the 90s, and he offered the guy $100, and
to take pictures of him naked.
I think so.
For what? He didn't give him a reason. He was making a magazine, no fucking website.
Bro, I don't know. That's what kind of threw me off. Okay. I thought dude was like,
yeah. So he wanted dick, but either way, you shouldn't be getting fucking killed and eaten. Go ahead.
Well, I don't know if he wanted that.
No, obviously he didn't. Oh, you mean gay?
I think he wanted the money.
For sure. Okay. Yeah. He just wanted to take pictures. All right.
Yeah. And Jeffrey Dahmer had other plans.
Yeah, his intentions.
And he handcuffed himself to the dude, I think, and had a knife to him, and he watched The Exorcist and on a VCR. And
wait, he handcuffed him?
He handcuffed him
like that?
Boom, with a knife, and then
watch The Exorcist.
Watch The Exorcist, and then
fucking level, dude. That's a different Netflix.
And this was before Netflix, and it was on VCR. And so the guy was saying,
kids, you know what a fucking VCR is?
It's a video cassette recorder. That's what VCR stands for. Mm-hmm. But he was watching The Exorcist with him, and the guy was trying to tell him, like, you don't have to do this. He was trying to be calm and cool with him. And in that state, he said Jeffrey Dahmer changed from like talking to him about the movie into this, like, he was in like this trance state where he was rocking and watching the movie or zoning out.
Yeah.
And eventually he did it enough times, and that was the time that he chose to get away and jump out the window, and that's how he survived.
Okay.
He said when Jeffrey Dahmer was in that state, it was like
he wasn't there.
He wasn't there. He wasn't there. He was zoned out. It was like Jeffrey Dahmer was like 3 different personalities. He was the one that was talking to him. He was saying how people didn't like him. like I'm Pritchard M. Moresky.
What?
They never showed. They ghosted me. Nobody likes me. But anyway, Jeffrey Dahmer said that, he was telling the guy that, nobody likes him and things like that. And
I love your fucking analogy for names.
he didn't want, people to leave him. And then he went to this state where he changed, where he was like super evil. The guy said his face changed and everything. And then he would talk about this state that he was like watching a movie and he was rocking and humming while he was,
Yeah,
that was all some weird stuff. And the show didn't really capitalize on that. That would have been a good accent to his demeanor and character if they called him like humming and rocking.
Okay, but do you think they chose not to? Because I go back with the Joker movie. You watched the Joker movie with River Phoenix?
Yeah.
What did you think about it? I think we had this discussion before, but what did you think?
I want to watch it again. I think that he tried to be a member of society. He had a job. They messed with him at the job. He messed with him on his bus ride home because he had like this disorder or some type of behavior problem where he laughs uncontrollably.
Mm-hmm.
And people got offended about that. And I think he really tried to fit in, but he had some mental issues going on.
Yeah. Problem is with that movie is they draw that out and they almost humanize him too much to the point where you almost feel sorry for him.
Sure.
And they humanize him. I mean, I always thought of the Joker as anybody in society, anybody that's pushed to the very limits, anybody that's lost everything and has nothing to fucking lose, and they don't give a fuck if they die, and they just walk around and they just decide to do whatever they want. They may kill you, they may not. You don't know what the fuck they're thinking, and they've lost it completely.
Right.
That's who the Joker is. But at the same point, you're not supposed to really know what put him there. And that movie tried to do that. They tried to like humanize him, and it's almost like this movie did the same with Jeffrey Dahmer. By the way, and
if it's based on all facts,
and if they do this and they do that and they show some stuff like that, that may be something like disordered, like that really humanizes them. That maybe shows that it's not, they may not want to put that in there because that may be something that's
but it's
worth mentioning because that may be the reason why he did some shit.
If it happened, it should be mentioned.
But that's what I'm saying is they may cut it out because that may humanize him even more because they may say he really had some problems and they couldn't control what he was doing. The guy that would
cross-examine him and like asked the dude like, "Can you give us an example of like what he was doing?" And he said he would come in a trance. He would be in a trance and he would speak in tongue. And he said, "Can you give me an example?" He was like, he would just like rock and hum.
So do you think he was getting possessed?
No. I don't know. I don't know if he was getting possessed. I think maybe...
Seizures?
No, I don't know.
Lightweight?
No.
No?
Mm-mm. I think he suffered from maybe like multiple personality disorder.
But what is that?
It's a disorder.
I understand.
It's
I've
a disorder.
never really met nobody with that, so I'm like alien to that shit, dude. If you met somebody and they were fucking just... Say one person had like, they would talk to you like this and that, and they were like... ¿Cómo está, Cusi? ¿Dónde estás?
I did work. I worked at a place, and the place that I worked at was for mental disorders and drug abuse people. And I remember it was one particular guy that came in there. You would talk to him, he would talk back, but in between, he would use this voice, and he would say stuff like, it would be like, it was some scary stuff to hear.
Oh, is it? Like what?
Yeah, because he would be like, "There we go right there. There he is, fuck his ass up. Go ahead and beat his ass. He's right there. That's the voice he would use, something like that. And then he'd be like, yeah, now he got the deal. And this, that, and another. And you'd be like, man, what you talking about, John? And he was like, nothing, man. What's up? You know, he's like, yeah, that's that motherfucker right there. You go ahead and fuck his ass up.
Was he talking to you about you?
I don't know. I don't know.
You ain't trying to get them to jump me, are you?
I don't know, but he was by himself. He would use this voice, and it would be like this. And you know, I do voices. So,
I know, yeah. Does that sound just like him?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Though.
Thank you.
Because I know you're pretty good.
Like, that's me trying to do two voices.
Yep. All day long?
I can't do it all day long.
Is that how he talks? All the time?
No. He would use a regular voice.
And then he'd go into that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's
He
creepy.
was like, now you got the deal. That was his shit.
Get that motherfucker.
He was like, now you got the deal. That was his shit. Like, he would be like, yeah.
Dude,
now you got the deal. That was his shit. Now you got the deal. It was kind of spooky. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
Dude, the mind's a crazy thing, yo. It's just when you think about it, as far as different personalities, because I see people change.
He said he changed.
I'm talking about when you see people get alcohol in them.
Oh, yeah.
They change from one person to the fucking next.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're evil as fuck.
And that's what the cross-examiner was saying. Are you saying it because he was drinking? He was like, no, this was something different. He said He said he would change. He would be a totally different person.
So you think he has multiple personalities?
Yeah, that's what I said. He had a multiple personality disorder.
Is that what they diagnosed Dahmer with?
I don't know, but going by,
can't give a fuck. He's like, he kills people. I don't care what the fuck he
no,
has.
I don't know, but going by what that gentleman said, it sounds like he suffered from multiple personality disorder.
So, and I'm gonna say this again. I'm gonna say this fucking again, dude.
Now you got the deal.
That's fucking creepy as shit, dude. Were you ever alone? Were you alone with this motherfucker?
No, but he would be right there, and he would be talking like that.
Man.
He would come in, and you know, I was the person that had to sign him in.
You want handcuffed?
No.
Man, tie this dude up. Talking to me like that. All crazy and shit. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, man. You know, when you see people with disorders like that,
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
you thank God that it's not you.
Hey, when I used to drive school bus, I used to drive the wheelchair bus, and those kids didn't make it very long because they had like multiple sclerosis and things of that nature, and they had great they had great attitudes when I take them to school, because it was like grade school, middle school, high school, you know what I mean, and and a couple of them passed away after I left there, and it's like, I mean, you thank, man, you do thank God, because you wonder why, and it's not their fault, obviously, right. It's their parents' fault, because something they did, possibly, or maybe just their genes, if something happened, you know what I mean, but it's like, you wonder why kids grow up certain ways, you know what I mean, and you're thankful hold on real quick, and that's why you know it's hard for me to ever get down on myself. I think about things and I'm like, man, I'm struggling, I got this, I got fucking that, it's like, what the fuck, and I'm like, at least I can fucking complain about it and not worry about it, and I'm fine in health, you know, for the most part.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't think all people that, you know, that have kids with disorder, I don't think it's the parents' fault. I mean, at all.
No, we don't know, because some people do some foul shit while they're pregnant, and that's the reason why.
I mean, yeah, but not all the time.
Not all, but I'm saying it could be a gene thing.
It could be a gene. You know, you know, a lot of times it could be like, you know, a lot of times people meet people. And they say, well, I'm marrying this person and not the family. But Cleveland, I'm going to just use Cleveland for example. Cleveland is very small.
Right.
You need to make sure your significant other meets your family and vice versa. You meet their family.
You think it's a lot of inbred?
Not on purpose or on purpose. I mean,
if it's not direct cousin, it doesn't matter, apparently. Dr. Oz said that. Check it out, people.
I mean, regardless of who say what, I think if you cross that blood or mix that blood, it's
not that I condone that shit.
It's a chance that it can definitely go down. So, you know, just
Oh, for sure.
Bring your significant other around your family. Let your older your elders.
Yeah.
Like, what's your name, baby? What's your last name? Who your daddy is?
You know what's funny? It's like my buddy, his mother, right, when I met my baby mama. Like, I told her who she was. She was like, just don't mess with her. Oh my man, why? She's a great mother. Don't get it twisted, but yeah, she was probably right on that one. But either way, it's hilarious because she knew. Sometimes just relationships. You know what I mean? Sometimes people know people. You know what I mean? She's awesome. Like I said, she's a great mother. But relationships at that age, you know what I mean?
Sure.
When you're trying to do things. But yeah, man, elders, they'll let you know. Mess around in family. So you think that's what it is, inbred?
I mean, not all the time, but
I think a lot of it's genetics. A lot of it could be age. A lot of it could be drugs.
It could be a lot of things.
Drugs.
Not necessarily drugs either, man.
I'm telling you, man.
It could be a lot of things. It could be a lot of undiagnosed ailments. You never know.
For sure.
You never know.
I mean, the chemistry, the body, the biology. I mean, I'm not fucking nowhere near that. I was terrible in fucking chemistry and all that shit. But biology.
And that's the thing when that's the one thing that if I ever talk to an individual, and it's a common thing more than it's not common. A lot of people don't know who their father is.
Really?
It's a lot of people. It's a lot of people that don't know who their father is, and it's a lot of people who don't know who their father is, and don't really want to know who their father is. And it could be because like when I was coming up, it's a lot different from now. Like now you have the internet, you got Facebook, you got Instagram, you got all these Ancestry.coms, you have all these services that can help you locate your father. But back in the day, if you, like say if your father or, it's many stories that could have happened.
For sure.
Your father could have went to prison,
Yep.
he get out, you moved,
Right.
he can't find you,
Yep.
there's no internet.
Nope.
Your mom changed the name, or
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
It's a lot of things, and then you grow up thinking, or either your father's dead, or you
Right.
find out that he's not,
Right.
or you find out, or you just think that he doesn't want to be concerned, or it's always worth, getting his side of the story, and it's always a better thing to do it so you can, forgive him, or try to
Find out
what was the problem, or what. Just hear the story from him.
There's always that side, this side, the truth.
Right.
Figure out both sides though, and listen to both stories.
Absolutely.
For sure, yeah.
But most importantly, you wanna find out for medical reasons.
Yeah, because you don't know what
it could be mental
problem.
deficiencies. It could be
Yeah.
like diabetes. It could be high blood pressure. It could be spina bifida. It could be a lot of things. I don't know.
You know what's crazy? In my family history, my dad had I think 4 cousins, all passed away in their like 40s from heart disease, dude. They all got checked at a certain age, like it's like I was always like, I'm in my 40s, I'm still good, but maybe we know this life thing, man. You never just. I mean, I've been checked, obviously, and everything. So far, so good, but you never know.
That's the importance of in getting to know. Your father's side of the family, and then maybe you might not be even interested in meeting him or reconciling things, but don't punish that family.
Well, no,
because you're upset with him because all right, you have an issue with your dad. I get it.
Right, a lot of relatives though.
Yeah, don't punish your grandma.
Right.
Don't punish your aunties, your uncles, your cousins.
Who may be fucking thrilled to have somebody else.
Thrilled that you guys have a lot in common, and plus you could probably excel in life, or at the end of the day, you could be successful. You could do a lot of things in life, but at the end of the day, when the lights are off and you're quiet and it's nothing but you and your brain, or you reflect on your life. I'm telling you from personal experience, you would want to get familiar with that side of the family so you can have peace, So even if you had like big money and you're doing great, all right, you got that. You're gonna have some moments with yourself and your brain and your conscience. And
Right.
you know, like, I don't even know them.
Right. Yeah. I mean, a whole group of people.
That you don't even know, and maybe it'll affect you, or maybe it don't. Ultimately, I feel personally that you would want to make some type of connection, just so you can feel complete yourself, and plus, you know, so you can forgive your father and forgive your mother for the things that they done to you.
Right.
So you can have perfect peace with yourself.
I mean, but always think, be strong. If you go out searching, obviously be strong, because sometimes those stories don't end happy, because sometimes
No, they
motherfuckers
don't.
just bounce but they could end up better, because at a certain point, and that's a beautiful thing about different chances and second chances. And I know people fuck up, and trust me, I've been around. I've fucked up. People fuck up. Somebody may have fucked up, but the longer it went on, somebody may have changed, and now they're grateful that you showed up.
Grateful that you showed up, and you
know
should
what
be
I'm
grateful
saying?
that you showed up,
Yeah.
so you get to know your other side of the family. And plus you can, you know, definitely get some like medical questions answered.
That's not the biggest. The biggest is the connections, but that's
The
also
connection, but
another
also
thing.
medical questions.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure. Yeah.
Or if there's like any mental deficiencies,
Especially,
or
you
even
know-
if it's like physical, or you know, and another thing, I think family need to start communicating with one another about their experiences or their mental, not just for their mental and physical health. You know, everybody be so secretive. They don't want nobody to know they taking blood pressure. They don't want nobody to know they taking diabetes medicine.
Right.
You know, let your family know. Communicate these things so they can know what to look out for them themselves.
Big time,
You know?
man. Because if something happens, you don't know.
Right.
I mean, that's a big thing with like, and I'm gonna say this, like, you know, in a sense, same thing with like people who are doing like drugs or some stuff. Like if people who are doing that stuff and everything, and it's the same thing, man. You don't like hardcore type shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It's like if it's going on in the family, you want to hush hush. You know what I'm saying? Usually people hush hush it.
Yeah,
You know what
a
I'm
lot of
saying?
times.
But sometimes you gotta let some, just in case something happens, you gotta let, hey, we're trying our best.
Well, you know what?
I'm
I got a
saying?
story that I'm gonna share with you, and shout out to my cousin. You know who you are. He sat me and my other cousin down,
Mhm.
and he said,
Hey, I shouldn't giggle, but since you are, I had to.
"Well, I'm gonna tell you, you might not want to take a drink."
No, well,
Okay.
damn it.
He
Water.
said,
How about water?
"You might not want to do
Nothing?
that. Give me a second."
Okay.
He said, "Shut us down."
Please don't say something terrible.
No, I'm gonna tell you what he said. Told us. I'm trying to tell you. He said, "Understand. Listen to
How old
me."
is he?
He's older than me.
Okay, I'm just trying to get the voice.
He said, "Understand. Listen, man. Take care of your balls, man."
Fuck.
He said, "Listen. Take care of your balls." And me and my cousin, we looked at him and we was like,
Great job on the drink.
we was like, we will. We promise. What do we do? Do we wrap him up? What do we do? Do we put lotion on him at night? I mean, he was like, "Listen, understand. Take care of your balls, man. Trust me. Take care of your balls." Shout out to you, Cuzzo. Thanks for the advice.
But why? He never told you why?
Well,
That's not advice.
He said,
take care of your balls. I groom them. What do you mean take care of your balls?
I don't know. He said, "Take care of your balls, man." And I'm like, "I will." I was like, "We will." So what do we do? Tell us how.
The fuck?
What do we do?
Finish the story.
I mean, but you know, the bottom line is,
In the comments, how do you take care of your balls?
I have no idea. I'm sure it was because he had a procedure. He got one removed. I don't know how he got to that point.
Oh, fuck.
But
Who knows?
his advice to us,
is just take care of your balls. Well, of course, you don't want to lose them.
and I'm like, "We will. We promise." What do we do? Do we wrap them up and we lotion them and wrap them, or tell us how to take care of them? What do you? Do you wash them extra, or do you You use special lotion? I don't know.
How do you wash some extra? That's fondling.
You wash them extra?
That's fondling.
You wash them in the beginning? Like, that's normally, I hit my areas when I first hit the shower.
It's
No, private areas. That's the first thing I go for.
he's sweaty. You sweaty?
I hit my areas first. I lather up everywhere else.
Why
and
rush?
then I hit them again.
Oh,
Because my cousin told me to take care of my balls. I'm taking care of my balls the best.
I go there first.
I'm doing the best I can, man.
Hey,
I don't know what else to do.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know. Do we wear tighty whities? What do we do?
It secures it. I'll tell you what, man.
They say when you want to reproduce, they say wear boxer shorts. You don't wear tighty whities when you want to.
Why you want to hang?
Yeah.
As you get older, it seems like they want to suck back up. Or they droop. Mine are hanging tough.
I think that's called TMI. I don't know. But I think that's what it's called.
It's possible, but you think I really
But
care.
like my cousin told me, I'm going to share it with you and everybody else. Take care of your balls.
Take care of your balls.
Take care of your balls, people. All my men out there, take care of your balls. Do
Groom 'em. Hey, I shave.
I mean, whatever you got to do to take care of them, I think you should.
Girls don't like to suck hairy balls, people.
Or you can read to them at night. I don't know.
Try and get underneath the balls, too, because it's not like you just want fucking no hair on the balls. Because if they just lick the balls and go into the fucking hairiness, wondering stinky fucking... You know, it's...
Hey,
that's why you ain't getting your balls licked. Groom.
Well, I mean,
that's what he meant. Take care of your balls.
If you shave them and you got somebody down there, you might, they might stick themselves because that prickly shit coming back.
Well, no. Not on balls.
It comes back.
It comes back, but it's not really prickly.
I mean, I'm sure it is.
Not that bad.
I don't know. I never,
You don't shave your balls?
This episode of the Midnight Paco Podcast brought to you in part by the Acumen Paralegal Services help you help yourself the legal way. The services that they offer is they help with documents that need to be typed, guardianships, probate, divorce, wills and trust, complaints, business organization, financial planning, and legal research and writing. Go ahead and give them a call at 216-727-0049 or 216-456-2000. Michelle White will get you right.
That's right.
TMI, he doesn't want to give up that information.
Yeah.
Hey, put in your comments if you shave your balls.
excuse me, but I tell you,
We got to get something from Manscaped. I'll promote that shit in a heartbeat. Go ahead.
well, I if I shave my balls or not, it's TMI. But I tell you what I will share is
It
where can
may
they
look like I'm hairy.
where can they find you at,
It
man?
may look like I'm hairy. Shaved. Shout out to other guys. Justin Fuller Comedy on Instagram, people.
And I am the _great_COREE. That's where you can find me. Or you can find us both at the Midnight Paco Podcast on Instagram. This guy has a website.
JustinFullerComedy.com, people. Check it out. We got the Justice League. Check out Cool C's information. Got some pictures up there, photo gallery. You can also check out the Midnight Paco Podcast. We got the you got the shop, so you can check out the merch.
We got merch. We got coasters.
We got coasters.
We got coasters.
Coasters dripping.
We got t-shirts.
T-shirts.
Bags. Blankets.
All types of things out there.
We got things with our face on there. We got
Without.
things without our face.
You know.
Whatever you like. Go on the site, check it out. We're also on Amazon. We got some great stuff on Amazon too.
Yeah,
Got
yeah.
t-shirts.
We're Amazon, Redbubble. That's where you can find the merch.
Anything else is bootleg.
Anything else bootleg?
Yeah, they did bootleg our stuff.
They did. I'm trying to get it out elsewhere, but right now that's where you want to check
Amazon,
it out.
or Redbubble.
Check in the description, everybody. I always have links in the description to the merch, and everything. If you want to donate to the page, you want to donate to me and Cool C on our journey, people. There's a button, you can hit that. It takes PayPal, so feel free or don't.
Feel free.
Either way, it doesn't matter. You're supporting the channel by watching, hitting the like, and the subscribe.
Absolutely.
So
if you want to donate with that, I'm gonna tell you what your donations will do. Your donations will help the Midnight Paco get more merch to present to you guys
That's right.
to help us give away things with certain things to our viewers, and it will help us on our trips when we do comedy outside of Cleveland. So if you feel free to donate, go ahead and do that. If not, you don't have to.
No, it's just a link I put up there. We don't have a Patreon and everything, and we're putting this out there. We've been doing it for a year, and we're gonna keep doing it regardless. But you know what I'm saying? I put it out there because if anybody's out there that's listening and they want to, go ahead and do it. But if not, keep watching, people. We don't care. The best thing you can do is hit subscribe, like, and notifications. That's what you can do, and that's free.
Or
so please.
Another thing you can do is take care of your balls.
Take care of your balls. Peace out!
Midnight Paco. Midnight Paco Podcast. 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 Midnight Paco. Midnight Paco Podcast.